it only feels lackluster because that was the third time that Kaylee said we were going to go live today.
Well, because I got nervous, and so I kept hovering over the button to go live, and I didn't hit it. I'm crying now.
Naturally. It's okay.
I don't know why I'm nervous all of a sudden. This is the fourth time we've done this, and
It's true.
I get nervous every time. Hello, friends. We're back.
Yep. It's not a surprise because this is a weekly thing now.
Yes. But maybe one week we'll just ghost everybody and we just won't come back.
Yeah, maybe.
Just kidding.
I mean, stuff happens, so it's possible that it could some point.
This is true.
Happen.
Yes.
I guess.
Yeah.
If we're thinking of all possibilities.
Mm-hmm. It could happen.
It happened.
But
we're here today.
We are. And we have a fun announcement about our dragon. If you don't follow us on social media, which you should.
You should.
Yes. We have a fun Instagram and Twitter where Claire's brain lives on Twitter. It's wonderful and amazing. But thanks to everybody who submitted names and stuff for our dragon. We pulled them all together. And Claire, do you want to share what her name is?
Yeah, the dragon's name. It was just a reminder. It was down. It's down to 4 options, and we did a little Twitter poll. I don't know if they can go longer than 24 hours, but if they can, next time I'll do that when we have a poll. But it was 24 hours, and everyone voted on Fern.
Yeah. So our baby dragon's name is Fern.
Yes. And, something else I think we should figure out is what kind of dragon Fern is, because I don't know enough about dragons.
Okay.
Or dragon lore to know what kind of dragon Fern might be.
So I'd say, because of the teal color, that, obviously, Fern is a chromatic dragon, which tend to be evil, TBH. But we're going to say she's she, he, they. We don't know what the gender... Dragons are genderless. Right? Is that what we decided on?
I feel like it varies.
It depends on the day.
It's a mood.
It is. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Let's get into that fun thought. No, I think, so she's a chromatic dragon. So Fern would be, teal, blue, teal looking. I think that would make them like Frost, like the Frost end of dragons. Wait, I have my player's handbook. I can look up dragonborns, different types of them, because your dragonborn is based off of obviously a dragon.
But Fern's just a whole ass dragon.
Oh wow! I completely forgot about lightning. Blue dragons use lightning, so obviously that's the kind of dragon that Fern would be.
Are there acid dragons?
Yes, that is copper and black dragons.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Now I want to know what all the other ones are.
I can tell you. I have the list right here.
Tell me right now. Among the two of us, Kaylee knows more than me about things because she has the source books and the bandwidth to research.
I love researching lore on everything. But black dragons use acid, so do copper dragons. Lightning comes from blue and bronze dragons. Fire is brass, gold, and red dragons. So that one is 3.
Okay.
Poison is green dragons. That's the only poison shooting dragon. And then silver and white use cold damage.
I would love for us to just talk about dragons at the beginning of every single episode because it you know it makes sense.
It does. We're anddragons. We gotta talk about dragons. Also, dragons are just fucking lit. They're amazing. They're dragons. I haven't fought one yet in any D&D campaign because I've never gotten to a level where, like, dragons are a tricky beast where you have to be a pretty high level to fight dragons in D&D.
Or, I mean,
you could scale it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at we said dragons.
Yes.
I don't think McKaylee can see the chat, so
I can't. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Any unprompted comments I make are from chats.
I love it. I'm just like in the dark right here. Because I have like 50 other tabs pulled up at the moment. So chat is not one of them, sadly.
That's okay.
Yes, I'm the tech person for some reason.
That also means that we can just chat and I can talk about how great McKaylee is without her knowing. So.
You know, is McKaylee great? Lies.
Hold on. Being perceived? What?
What?
Yes.
What is this?
Why are we here, McKaylee? Why are we here if we don't like being perceived?
That's a good question.
Yep.
Because I want to make D&D characters, and I want to hang out with Claire, and I want to make more friends. So I do that by making a podcast.
And we want to teach you guys how to make D&D characters if you've never made D&D characters before, because there's a lot of stuff on those character sheets, and the first time you look at it, it's like, oh, heck, well, that's scary, but it's not, because we're gonna walk through. I'm doing well today. How are you doing, McKaylee?
I'm doing okay. You know, it's been a up and down week, but like that's life for you. I'm excited to be here, though. This is definitely the highlight of my day. Every Tuesday.
Highlight for sure. I think McKaylee's tried to look at on her phone before, but then it doesn't like her sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, my phone. Well, see, I'm also using my phone for something else. I have another thing pulled up on my phone. Oh. So that's one of the places I have tabs pulled up. So I do have chat open on my phone. I just have to switch back and forth between tabs. So it's like, you know, I'm all over the place.
Right.
So it's a great time. We're having a good time. Good time.
I really hope that our audio lined up.
It definitely didn't. I think I said it, and then like half a second later you finished it. And it was great.
It was on my side, pristine. Like, same time, absolutely, for sure.
The sad problem is that everybody's viewing it from my side.
Yeah, okay, that's true. But I just like affirmed that it was. So just use your imagination that maybe it was at the same time.
Yeah. No,
in a different world, the world being Claire's perspective of the stream times.
Yes. Of course. In an alternate universe, it lined up perfectly, and we have wonderful audio 24/7, never any tech issues at all.
Yes. Oh, that is, I'm looking at our lovely friend Dragon Craze here.
Oh, I love
we would absolutely love any input as we go, because that's part of what we're doing, which we can jump into some disclaimers real quick as well.
We
just like to breeze through before we get rolling.
Yes, this has been 10 minutes of us just talking about random shit, so we should probably get started.
We're hanging out, it's okay. So we will be oh my gosh, my brain just turned off. disclaimers first.
Yes,
Then
disclaimer.
we jump in.
Well, we should say what we're doing here. Introduce ourselves.
Oh, you're right. If you didn't notice from our cute little overlay thingy, I'm Claire.
And that fun name that's hard to pronounce is McKaylee. That's me.
Yeah, and we are anddragons. We will be walking through making a character today for D&D. We know the character is intimidating, but we want to help. So we're just gonna make a character and kind of explain as we go.
Yes, we're building a level 3 character.
Level 3.
All randomly rolled by our lovely Mary Claire.
Oh yes, I get to. So, if you haven't played D&D, one thing you'll learn really fast is that it's not always about D&D. It's mostly about the pretty dice. Exhibit A and B. They're pretty, and they make click-clack sounds, and they have numbers on them. So, good times. There are 7 of them for your set. When you go buy D&D dice sets, it comes with 7. There are. I'll talk through them as we use them.
Yeah, we don't need to go through every single one.
Yeah. But it is, instead of decisions, we will roll for all of those, so that we don't have
decisions.
to. We don't have to think about things.
Yes.
But yes. I feel like I said a lot of things, but I'm about to say more things, and those things are disclaimers. First off, we are not affiliated with Wizards of the Coast. Wizards of the Coast is the company that publishes Dungeons and Dragons content for using source books and stuff. But we're not affiliated. We're just hanging out, having a good time, sort of thing.
Yes.
Oh, also, with this being D&D, we're not just building the character, we're also talking about story building. So when you're talking about D&D fantasy story building, some of the themes might be a little on the heavier side. So if there are some characters, have a negative time, like a trauma moment in their backstory, and that's why they're adventurers. Because, generally happy people don't go on daring adventures necessarily.
This is
they
true.
Could, but we might have some heavier themes. So if that's not comfy for you, that's okay. You don't have to be here. But just to FYI, that variety of topics will be talked about. In addition to that, we're 23, and something that comes with us being 23 is that we talk like we're 23.
Woo. Fuck.
So we might curse sometimes. So just be warned.
Sorry, not sorry. I curse like a motherfucking sailor sometimes, but I'm gonna try not to.
It's nice to know. I guess. Also, please be kind and respectful to each other in chat. And if you want to look at our little rules on our about, they're cute looking, but they're serious because we want to make a good, nice time here. Yes. I think those are all the disclaimers.
Nice. Did you talk about chat? I wasn't paying attention.
Okay.
I was paying attention, but I was looking at something on my phone for half a second.
Well, something happened and chat went away for a second, and I cannot see anything.
Oh no.
However, so you sent something recently in chat, and I didn't see it. Send it again.
Oof. Mr. Martian Man did say that we should get a dice cam, which we have talked about doing. And yes, we might do that in the future. We are just trying to figure out some technical things going with that. So
just I have this little shelf thing right here. Would be absolutely perfect for a little. I could put a little camera, and it would be very good shot, good looking shot.
Also,
but we
you
have to
have
figure out how to
some
do that.
big ass dice. Claire's got the gigantic dice, so
I got that. They're pretty.
they would be really
Pretty.
good for rolling on a cam.
They would be.
Yeah.
My dice are camera ready.
They're ready for the close up.
Precisely.
Yes. Is there anything else we need to talk about before we get started? We forget anything?
I don't think so.
Yes.
We're making a D&D character.
Yes, with our wonderful, the great character table, which is a table that has all of the D&D things down from your race, your background, your class, to the first letter of your name. So we're going to be rolling for everything. So should we transition over to our character cheat so that we can get started on building a character?
Oh, we should.
Are you ready, Claire?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, are you going to do the transition music with me?
Yes.
Are you?
Yeah.
I think I see a lion bitch, but it's okay.
Okay. Go for it. Click the button, McKaylee. Start the transition.
Okay, ready? Go. Yay!
I swear, I can't decide whether we should actually get transition music or not.
I know. It's more fun to make the music, honestly.
Yeah.
I do have music picked out. I just
you do?
I do, and it's in there. It just is. I need to re-upload it because there was some technical difficulties. It's cold in my room.
Okay, this is the second. Marshall, you are the second person to say not to get music. I'm clocking them in my brain. If we never get told to make music, we won't. We'll just we'll just exist. But we just transitioned to a new page. I don't think we explained it.
No, we did not explain anything about this yet.
Which is totally for right now, for this moment, right now. Yeah, so this is our character cheat.
Woo.
The reason we call it a cheat is because it doesn't really look like it doesn't look exactly like the standard sheet. Because honestly, looking at the character sheet, I felt very clueless, and we're going to be talking through these as we roll for them, so not everything's on here, but that's intentional because we're only going to talk about stuff as we go. So there's less stuff on here. Most confusing thing on here is the yellow bubble things. Those are your ability scores. There are 6 main scores, and then for the ones that are listed beneath them, those are skills that derive from the above ability score. If you'd like to know what the ability scores mean, Haley knows pretty well.
What? You cut in and out just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Someday I'll live in a place where I have Wi-Fi.
Oh man. One day.
Tell us about the ability scores.
Yes. So
just a quick, fast.
Yep.
Play by play.
Strength, obviously, that is strong people. Dexterity are the quick, dodge. Constitution is you can eat poison and not die. Intelligence is you know numbers and smart people things. Wisdom is you have common sense and can make good decisions. Charisma is you are good at telling people what to do and making them believe you. That sum them all up good?
Yeah.
That was a quick 6-second 6 stats.
Yep. 6 seconds. That's how much time it took.
Yeah, obviously. Come on, Claire. Like, I can count.
Yeah.
Um,
I think you can count.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
With that, should we get started?
We should.
Okay. The first thing we are rolling for is our race. So, Mary Claire, can you grab and show everybody what dice you're using? A D100.
Okay. Well, so in your set of dice, you get 2 D10s, and they look different.
Woo! Oh, those are pretty ones.
Thank you. They are. Tilia is one of my characters, and I'm one of those people that buys dice through your character.
Tilia's a good character.
She's very cute, and purple theme is right on it.
Man, she's a tiefling. I was thinking about this today. I really hope we roll a tiefling. Those are like half demon creatures. They're lit. Creatures feels like a mean word.
There's a lot of variety that you can do in their how they came to be a tiefling.
Yes,
it's fun. But yeah, one of them they're adding together, and it's out of 100.
Yes.
2. 42.
42. I thought you just said 2, and I was like, whoa. That just feels like a weird number. Ooh, Claire. We're building a human.
Kaylee. Okay. Listen, I don't know how many of you have seen us make anything before. So far, we've made a hobgoblin, a grunge, and a kobold.
Yeah.
Grung.
I think. We never decided.
Grunge.
Well, because it's like grunge, but without an E.
Grung. I associate the word grung only with grunge, and so my brain says whether or not there's an E, that's what it is.
Yeah.
That explains a lot, honestly. I've been thinking about the character that we made.
Yep.
And I was thinking about how interesting it was that there was a connection between that they spelled it the same, that it was the same word as a style. I was like, why would they do that? That doesn't seem like. I mean, grunge was probably a thing at that point when they made this like frog creature. Why did they name it the same thing? It's not the same thing.
Yes. Okay, Claire, I need you to roll to see if we're gonna do a standard human or a variant.
Okay, what do I roll?
We're gonna roll a D4. If it's odd, we'll do standard. If it's even, we'll do variant. So there's
D4
2 types of human builds.
The worst dice to step on is a D4. I'd say it's worse than a Lego. Honestly.
Oh yeah, look at how pointy that is. You have like sharp ones too.
2?
2 is a variant human. I love variant humans. So variant humans get a feat instead of the like increasing all of your ability scores. So we get to pick a feat. Fuck, I didn't make a table for feat. You know, this is just another thing that I'm like, wonderful.
Yes.
I thought I added everything this week. I added more tables. I fixed all the warlock tables so that we could roll for eldritch invocations. And, you know, it's okay. It's okay. It's fine. We're having a good time over here.
Hey, we're working through a whole stream time. We've come so far.
We have. Oh my god, yeah. We're not starting an hour late? Like, what?
Yeehaw.
Okay. Do you want me to tell you about humans?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know anything about humans.
you don't
What
know
are
anything about
those?
humans. Well, okay, humans
Nothing.
mechanically in the D&D
Mm-hmm.
world is what I'm going to be telling you about. Gosh, this is like the first like like non-monstrous race. This is so weird. Okay.
Yeah,
Um
that's true.
okay,
Yeah, we were
so
talking about Michaela and I were talking about how we've only rolled races that neither of us have played or have any like associate like understanding of.
hold up. We rolled a kobold last week. Babe girl,
Yeah, I know. I
you
know.
you
I know
played
I've
kobold.
played a kobold. I know. I'm aware. But just like how most of the ones we've rolled are not
Yeah.
like not your like standard I'm playing a
Yes.
D&D character. I'm going to be a human. I'm going to
Yeah.
be a elf. You know, like
Yeah. The like
kinda,
common ones.
yeah.
I played a human, a variant human, in Curse of Strahd for like a year. And God, I loved her.
Yeah.
Um, she was amazing. Her name was Sven Dwinnell. I loved her.
Yeah.
So I don't need to tell you about age and size because they're human sized. They do human ages.
They're
Um,
human sized.
yeah, they're human
They're
sized.
medium. Is
They're
that what human
medium.
size is?
Yeah, pretty much. They're medium. Your size is medium. Um, they don't tend towards a particular alignment. Your speed is 30 feet, so that's the base for most, for like all medium is typically 30 feet unless you're like a wood elf or something. Um, so let's do two different ability scores of our choice as a variant human. Two different ability scores of our choice increase by 1. So roll a d6 and we'll see which ones we want to increase.
Oh boy, a D6. The that everyone says, "Oh, that's a dice."
It's just a dice.
It's my sales pitch for a D6.
Wow, thank you, Claire. We
You're welcome.
appreciate it.
2.
2 is dexterity. Increase that by 1. So we're going to be doing our stats later on once we know like what we want to be the highest and stuff like that. But for now, we'll just put that there. Roll the d6 again, please. And if you roll a 2, roll again.
Guess what I rolled?
Oh my god.
That's what I rolled again. Okay, 4.
Okay, good. I was going to say if it's another fucking 2. Intelligence is +1.
Okay.
Okay. Hold up. I need to go back here. Cool. I need you to roll now. Now we get proficiency in one skill of our choice. So if you could roll me a d20, I'll let you know what skill we have proficiency in.
And the 20 is the one you use most.
Yeah.
And you yell at the most. And if you roll your dice before games, the one you will likely put in jail the most.
No, I have lots of 20s that didn't end up in jail. Actually, a lot more than usual. I do end up with a lot in jail. Only 2 of my Vox Machina dice. I have a set of 7 Vox Machina dice and... No, 8? 7. 8. How many people are in Vox Machina? Plus the DM.
You asked me that question and my brain said, head empty. Nothing. Vox Machina is from Critical Role, which is a popular D&D podcast. Definitely go watch it. It's on YouTube.
I have a set of dice that are just d20s that represent the characters, and it's wonderful.
Cute and pretty.
They're pretty.
I rolled a 3, which under any other circumstance I would be sad about, but
in this it's fine.
Arcana.
It's fine.
Arcana. Wait, what is this for? I totally just
this is for what we have proficiency in. What skill we have proficiency in. So we have proficiency in Arcana, which is an intelligence-based skill, which we get +1 to, so that's pretty awesome.
that makes sense.
Yeah. So language-wise, we get common and one of our choice. So common is basically for us English, because we don't speak any other languages.
Yeah, so common is the language that's spoken at your table.
Yes. And then roll a d20 so we can figure out what other language we speak.
Man, I would be so mad at my dice, but it's a 5.
It's a 5. We speak
Yeah.
Goblin.
We speak Goblin?
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Oh man, I'm not going to make us roll for a feat because I need to do this on a D100 table, it looks like.
Okay.
So I'll need to do the math for this later. So we just won't have a feat today for this character.
Okay.
Yeah, but just imagine that we have a feat. Those are super fun and cool. My human that was a variant was had dueling, which is 2 weapon fighting, so I could fight with 2 weapon in each hand. I think you get like a bonus to AC when you have that, and you can add your proficiency to both strikes.
Yeah, so a feat is like extra skills and a certain flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we can look at that during the break and see if we can.
Yeah, we can just like
figure out.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Because also some of them actually are specific to spellcasters, and then some of them are based on like what, like you need to have at least like 13 Constitution or something like that. Yeah, we'll figure it out during break. Okay, so we have our race. We have our technically sub race. We are going to do our background next. Which the reason we do race and background before we do class is because you get proficiency and different skills from these that are usually already picked for you. And sometimes that overlaps with the ones that you get in your class. So we want to make sure that we don't have overlap and we have as many skills as possible. Mm-hmm. So we're going to roll for our background. If you could roll for me a D100. That's the one we roll the most on this podcast.
Yeah, I almost picked up a D8.
Whoa.
26.
26 is a cloistered scholar. So I don't know what that is.
Kind of. Anyone else want to guess what class we're gonna roll? It would be spicy if it was a wizard. That's all I'm saying.
Ooh, I haven't built that many wizards. I've only built like a couple because they're complicated, and I don't think I'd ever actually want to play a wizard. Oh, so this is from Sword Coast Adventurer's Guide. So our table has stuff from most D&D published books. I haven't added the stuff from Von Richten's Guide to Ravenloft, which came out today. I'm going to be adding that, though, so I don't know. I haven't read it yet. I don't know what's in there, but I'm excited for that. Okay, so this is like your... Yeah, so a cloistered scholar...
Oh, how important is the ED? I'm just going to write cloister scholar. We all know.
Is the what?
Huh?
You said how important is the the ED in that way. I thought you were talking about like how important is the addition, and I was like, I can tell you multiple reasons why it's important which addition we're doing.
If we ever become audio only as well, I am writing down notes as we're talking through this character, and I put down cloister scholar instead of cloistered. But we all know it's cloistered.
Yeah. So it looks like, so this is specific to Faerun. And so which is like it's the published like D&D world that like most people play in Faerun. So this is you were taken in by scholars, and you are now smart nerd person, basically. So it gives you like some ideas of like places where you could be taken in, but you're like, yeah, we'll figure this out in like story building at the end of the episode, but you're smart person that studies.
Smart.
So, we get as part... yes, smart. So, as for our skills that we get from this, we get history. So that's pretty lit. We also get one of our choice from Arcana, Nature, and Religion. But we don't make choices. Also, we already have Arcana from our human variant.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you could roll a d4, if it's odd, we pick Nature. If it's even, we pick Religion.
Nature.
Oh, wait.
It's 3.
Nice. Yes. I didn't realize you rolled already. I was like, I thought you were just giving me, like, what you wanted it to be.
Oh, no, I did a fling. I flinged it.
Gotcha.
That's what yeah.
You did the Allie Beardsley. Just toss.
Yeah. That's what I did for sure, without a doubt.
Dimension 20 reference. Good show. Another D&D
Another
podcast.
Another D&D
podcast. God, I love Allie Beardsley. Okay, so we also get 2 languages of our choice. So,
oh my gosh.
I need you to roll a D20 so we can figure out what other languages.
I roll 2?
Sure. You might have to roll.
Yeah.
It's very likely that you'll have to roll again if you roll high. There's only 15 languages, not including common.
7?
7?
I need to reroll this one, I think. And 5.
Okay. Oh, reroll the 5, because we already got 5 was goblin.
3.
Okay, so we speak giant and orc.
Oh. Okay.
We speak some, like, exotic, monstrous languages. Interesting. So we speak common, goblin, giant, and orc. Maybe we, like, study, like, monsters or something.
Yeah.
You know, like, that's our primary focus. Interesting. Okay. Now I will tell you what equipment we get as a cloistered scholar.
Yes.
We get scholar's robes from our cloister.
What is a cloister? I don't know. I'm existing here, and you keep saying it, and I keep not asking what it is.
I honestly don't know, and I wish I could say that I did.
Anybody know what a cloister is, please?
A cloister is like a group. That just means like a group, right? Like a
Are
cloister.
We are on the internet, McKaylee. We can use this real cute thing
called Google.
Google.
Again, I have 50 tabs open. I'm afraid
Where
of
Christian
overloading.
monks go.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
So it's
the only thing that I associate with the word cloister is those little like architecture things. You know? Do you know what I'm does this not
doing that
automatically
no.
Doing this.
You're making me think of McDonald's.
Into your brain, like absolutely, without a doubt.
No. All I think of is the golden arches.
Oh man.
But I'm just
I feel
hungry.
like they're in evidently they're in convents and monasteries and cathedrals, but I feel like they're also in like a certain type of college architecture style or something.
Okay, I mean that would make sense.
Which ones? I don't know.
I guess I hope we're like a monk or like a wizard. Because those would make sense for being a cloistered scholar, I'd say.
Yeah.
But we don't know what we're gonna get.
Only time will tell.
Only time will tell.
This character will make sense.
Okay.
You said some words.
So we get robes of our cloister, scholar's robes. And we get a writing kit, which I'll just tell you what's in that. You don't have to write it all down. It's a small pouch with a quill, a bottle of ink, folded parchment, and a small penknife. We also get a borrowed book on the subject of our current study.
Oh, only a borrowed book? Okay.
Yeah, I guess we have to return it.
Whoa, what if we're on the...
That's what our whole adventure is us
Oh my god.
returning this book to a faraway library, but then we happen to get caught up in slaying dragons and like delving into dungeons and stuff.
Or we're trying to keep the book.
Oh, so we're running away from the librarians who are trying to get the book back.
Yeah. We're running away from librarians. That's the backstory. That's it. Stop right now. We don't have to go any further.
That's our whole character. We also get 10 gold pieces, which isn't on in the compared to most like backgrounds. That's not a lot, but it's not a lot. That's a pretty decent amount. Most get like 15, but if you're like a noble, you get like 25. For comparison, I think you only get like 5.
No, Marshall. We will not be a rogue.
If we roll a goddamn rogue, I'm making us roll again. We have built 2 rogues out of 3 characters. We've only made 3 characters, and 2 of them have been rogues.
It's not that it's bad. It's not that it's bad.
I love rogues. I played a rogue for a year, which my rogue was the human.
Yes. Which, by the way, did we need to write any more information about being a human?
You can write that we're a variant.
I did.
Under it, well, if you wanted to, that's it. That's it for human.
Really?
I mean, if you wanted me to tell you, I mean, we are.
Hold on.
Unlike other races, like we're not writing that like we have a tail or that we only live.
That is a very good point.
Like, because I think before we've written that we're like we mature at age 6 and then we live to like 50 years old, but we don't. We're human.
That's true. This is so. We don't. That's right. Normally you would write like dark vision and stuff.
But we don't have dark vision as a human. Isn't it fun when you don't? I was the only one in our group that didn't have dark vision. Didn't come up as often as I thought it would, which was good because we were doing Curse of Strahd, so we weren't like delving into dungeons super often.
Yeah.
And then we tended to have light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So or it wasn't like the focus of.
Yeah, it wasn't the focus.
There were more pressing concerns as we were going through.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it came up like once or twice though, where it was like, oh fuck, I can't see. I'm a fucking human.
I can't see all the things everyone else
can. Everyone else is a Goliath, a half elf, and an elf, and I'm just a fucking human.
Tragic.
God damn it.
Well, not tragic. Not tragic. Amazing.
Amazing.
As we're about to see.
You know, it did make me at times have to be the face of the party because I was the only human, and sometimes people were like, I only want to talk to humans. The rest of your party looks weird.
You know, that is a good point, and also a good point, Marshall, that when you're the only one that doesn't have dark vision, makes you special.
Thank you. Sven was special in many ways, and that just is one of them.
Yep, that's one of them.
Oh, God. Sven was a character. Okay, other things that we get.
Hold on.
What?
No. Whoa. You can't say Sven was a character as if Sven was some like lighthearted, funny lady or something. Just so everyone knows, take that and flip your expectation, because Sven was just like everyone in our party for Strahd was going through some stuff all the time.
Sven was sold to pirates at the age of 6, grew up as a slave, and then her and her lover of the ship, they took over in a mutiny, but then in a future battle, she had to watch him die in front of her. And she was abandoned on shore, and then she ended up having a kid years later, but she doesn't know who the father is, but she named him after the guy that died. And then when her daughter was 6, she watched her daughter die in front of her and wasn't able to avenge her killer. And so her whole journey was trying to avenge the death of her 6-year-old daughter.
And this is why McKaylee's bad at keeping secrets. She told me all of that.
Because you
the
weren't playing
day
initially.
that I started playing.
I did. Well, no, I told you that.
Yep.
I told you that in advance, and then we were like, I guess we can just make our characters friends, and so it's like maybe I just told you that as like, and then our characters ended up hating each other.
Didn't work.
Our personalities clashed.
Yeah, McKaylee's fine, right? You're okay.
It's a great time. My next character watched her brother die in front of her, and then
McKaylee, you can't just say things like that.
and then my next character was murdered.
You're right, Marshall. It is dark.
I love making my characters go through shit.
I do too, to be fair, but it's not.
I have a
Well,
dark
actually,
brain.
I can't say that. I like to not tell McKaylee what my characters are doing because secrets.
I can't keep a secret from Claire.
McKaylee,
That's not possible. I can keep secrets from most people. It's just you. I just can't keep a secret from Claire because I want to tell her everything.
Yep. And now byproduct is that
I know, now
else
everyone gets to see.
Secrets too.
Well, we're not playing that one campaign anymore. We finished it. The other campaign, everybody already knows. We already resolved the whole storyline with the dead brother, who I had to watch die in front of me a second time.
Listen, you're so excited to share terrible things that have happened, which I understand actually.
Yeah,
characters are fun.
Characters are amazing. Speaking of characters,
right. Speaking of characters,
we got on the longest fucking tangent.
Yeah, you're right. We sure did. Here we are. Back on track.
Okay, so one of the features, or the feature that we get as a cloistered scholar is library access. So...
Oh my goodness. No.
Yes. So this is similar, I think, to like a sage background where you get access to, like library, like you get preferential treatment and like access to most libraries that are usually like just for scholarly people, or like you need to go through like extensive checks. What happened?
I spelled library wrong. I stared at it while I was spelling it and I was like, that's not right. That's very wrong.
We're having a great time.
A little concerned with myself, but
it's fine.
But keep going.
Okay.
There's another R in there.
So, I lied. Sage doesn't get that. Okay. So there are no characteristics specific to the cloistered scholar that are given, but it says to use the sage, personality traits, ideals, bonds, and flaws. So we're gonna do that. So our first that we're going to roll for is our personality trait. Claire, if you could roll a D8 for me, please.
Not mistaken for a D10.
It's a diamond D.
5.
5? Oh, I like this one. I'm willing to listen to every side of an argument before I make my own judgment. So they're very like peaceful and like, oh, we're gonna figure this out kind of deal. Where everybody has a reason for thinking the way they think. I like that. Okay, now we're going to do our ideal, which is going to tell us if we are neutral, good, lawful, chaotic, or evil. So, roll a D6 for me, please. I'm excited to see what we get.
4?
A 4? Okay. I like it. No limits. Nothing should fetter the infinite possibility inherent in all existence. That's going to give us a chaotic alignment. Whoop, whoop.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, So, now we need to roll a d4 to see what our other half of our alignment is, if we're good, evil, or neutral. So, roll a d4. A 2. We're chaotic neutral.
For some reason, you said to see whether we're good, evil, or neutral, and my brain was like, good, evil, neutral, and I got a little concerned.
It's good, neutral, evil, but like,
You're
I
right.
just said it that way, but that's how it's not listed that way in the thing. Lit. So that is that. Okay, we are a chaotic, neutral, human, cloistered scholar. Let's roll for our bond and flaw, and then we can do some other stuff. Exciting. Okay, so roll another d6 for our bond.
Right, and also all the things that we're going over right now, including alignment, are things that you're making your own character and you don't want to roll like all this stuff. You don't have to use this. This is mostly for story building suggestions and like RP roleplay type stuff, to help. So you don't have to, but it's fun. It's a 2.
It's a 2. A 2 is, I have an ancient text that holds terrible secrets that must not fall into the wrong hands. So that could be our borrowed book. Maybe we found this book in our library of our cloister and we realized that it was like super dangerous and we were like, oh shit, like we can't let this fall into the wrong hands, so we stole it.
That is a good idea. Ancient text, borrowed book, bad news.
I love it. Your shorthand is always wonderful, Claire.
Thank you.
Okay, can you roll another d6 and we'll get our flaw?
After I write the word flaw.
Flaw.
Oh god, 2.
2 is okay. I've made many a character with this flaw. Most people scream and run away when they see a demon. I stop and take notes on its anatomy. Which makes sense if we're saying that we study monsters and stuff, because, we speak goblin, giant, and orc. So if we study monsters, then whenever we see monsters, we're like, oh, gotta get the notes out, and then, start taking notes on it. Yes. I love it so far! Okay. We need to roll for our gender. Roll a d4.
Yes.
We have so far made a non-binary hobgoblin, a female grung, and a female kobold. A 3, a non-binary human.
B.
Lit. Okay. Last thing we need to roll for before we start doing the fun, chaotic stuff is the first letter of our name. The most important thing.
Yeah.
So we're going to roll for the first letter of our name, and you guys in chat send us what name ideas and suggestions you have. I'm excited.
Yes.
Okay, roll a D100.
D100. Trying to give all my dice their own turn to be rolled, just
That's fair.
Trying to be fair.
Yeah. Man, if I did that, it would take me 10 years.
So I think this is a 1.
A 1 is an A.
Is that a 1? Yeah, that has to be a 1.
I love it.
We've rolled a 100 and a 1 on stream.
Really?
That is...
I love that. Yeah, if it's 001, it's a 1.
That's so... I didn't think that we would get ones that made my brain feel confused.
Yeah. I know, when it's in the ones, it's so confusing. And I have to sit there and be like, it has 00. What does the 00 mean? But yeah, send us your A names, and we'll figure out what that is. Lit. Okay. Now we're going to roll for our class,
Mm-hmm.
and then once we figure out our class,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to start doing numbers for our stats.
The number time.
The number time. So, if you could roll a D20 for me, please.
Mm-hmm. Oh, a 1. God, this is the only place where it is okay.
It's okay to roll a 1 when you're rolling for on these tables. A 1 is a class I have not built, an artificer. Yeah, so we are an artificer, which makes a lot of sense actually, because artificers are like pretty smart motherfuckers.
I'm very intrigued. I've never built an artificer before.
So artificers are from Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. If y'all don't know, they're lit and fun, and I love them. They're basically Iron Man, is a way I've heard them described.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes, we'll figure out what exact artificer we are after the break, which we're going to do in a minute. But for now, if this would load, I'll tell you what stats, what skills we have proficiency in, and then we'll start rolling for our numbers, and then we can place them. Okay. So, our saving throws are in Constitution and Intelligence. So, those two we're probably going to want to make the highest.
Yeah.
Okay, Claire.
I'm just excited because of how much stuff we have on intelligence, and so it's good.
It makes sense. It is very spicy. Okay. Now we are going to roll for numbers. Do you want to explain how that goes, Claire?
I sure
Just a quick rundown for us.
Yeah, I'll do quick, fast, speedy, fun times. So there's 3 ways that you can do, like, you can fill in these ability scores, the 6 bubbles that we have. The one that we're gonna do is the one where you roll dice, of course, but there's also the point buy system, which they all start at a certain number and you distribute a certain amount of points between them. And then there's standard array, which is where there's 6 numbers and you just pop them into the place you want them, and they're already like balanced in a certain way. So it's really just deciding the descending or ascending like order you want your ability scores to be in. But what we're gonna do is does it have a name? The rolling?
We're
46.
We're just rolling. We're rolling for hit dice or for scores.
And you do this 6 times. You roll 46 and you remove the lowest one, and then you have to add them, which we're about to watch me struggle with math. That's very simple, but
you're gonna do great.
I guess. You say that every time. This one's a 9.
A 9. Okay, that's not super good, but it's okay. It's okay.
14.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Come on, Claire. Brain work.
Come on, brain. 12.
That was good. 16.
Wow, okay.
Oh, another 16.
Nice. We need one more.
15.
Okay, dang. Okay. So, okay, we have 9, 14, 12, 16, 16, and 15. We should put, okay, do we want to be dexterous or do we want to be strong?
I don't know. Dexterous, because we have a +1 there, maybe.
Okay, maybe. Okay. What if we put the 15 in dexterity? And then we put
Okay.
the 16 in constitution and intelligence.
I did it on accident, but I'm gonna leave it because McKaylee loves
Yay!
that the big number is in the big bubble. I did it on accident.
The big number goes in the big bubble. It's important
I
to me.
disagree. However,
you did it because it makes sense in your brain.
it does make sense.
Subconsciously.
But it makes sense in the moment, but later it makes me angry.
Okay. So 15,
Okay.
16, 16.
What?
Put
You
this.
said what?
So put the 16s in constitution and intelligence. We
Okay.
can put the 9 in strength.
Alrighty.
So it'll just be weak baby. I love weak babies. If you haven't noticed, we've made a lot of low strength characters. Okay, so we've got left a 14 and a 12 for wisdom and charisma. Which do we want higher?
I think 14 and 12 because wisdom isn't the same as intelligence, but it feels
It's in like
right,
the same vein.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They said 14 and then 12.
Yes.
It is
Okay.
in my subconscious because McKaylee says it all the time and I can't get it out of my head.
Because that's where it's supposed to go. It's supposed to be like that. And
it's not though. The player's handbook says it's not.
Well, the player's handbook lies sometimes. Okay.
Sure, but
It's true.
okay, whatever.
Okay. So, do we want to calculate what our baby numbers are?
Yes.
Okay, or I could just tell you. Which one do we want to do?
Okay. Well, yeah, we can if anyone's confused, just let us know. But we've gone through this a couple times, so
Yeah.
I think it's okay if we just
say
speak
them.
it.
Yeah.
If anyone's ever confused, let us know.
Yes. So add in those pluses from our race. So
I forgot to do this last time.
That's okay.
Oh no, it's not bad.
Lit. Okay. So our 9 is going to be a -1 modifier.
If it helps
is
to think of the base is 10, that sometimes helps to think about.
Yeah. So 10 is 0, and then it goes up or down from there. So the 16s and the 17 are all +3.
I feel so uncomfortable putting it in the small one because there's an addition next to it.
They're the small numbers. It makes sense.
It just feels wrong. I feel a little dirty.
That's fair. Okay. +2 and +1 are what we have left.
Ugh. Ugh. Terrible.
Oh no. It's okay. It's fine. You're doing great.
Bad.
Okay.
Anyway.
Lit. That's everything for the first half. Wild.
Nice.
So we're gonna take a quick 10-minute break. Everybody get up, do a jig, go to the bathroom, get some water.
Yes.
And we'll be back to finish out this character and figure out what their backstory is. Yes. Exciting.
It is very exciting.
Okay. We will be right back.
Okay.
Do you have something you wanted to say?
No.
Okay. You looked like you had something else to say.
I'm just hanging out.
Lit. I love it. I'm here for it, and I love it. Okay. We'll be back. I hope.
Back again?
And
Now we're back?
Back again. Yes. We are back. Cheers.
Ooh. So, while we were away, we rolled more or less
We rolled.
on we rolled, but it was out of like 40 or something.
42.
Like counting above 42.
And it was only
rolled,
from the player's handbook.
yes. Which of course we'll expand it now that we've realized we need it.
I mean, we'll only need it if we make another variant human.
Which is possible.
It's true. It's true.
Made some rogues already.
I mean, there are so many races. Like, I can't even tell you. I have 35 different races on this chart. So if we make 2 of the same character, I'll be surprised.
Yeah, that would be quite a feat.
Because then we would have to do a variant. Okay, yes. Good segue. I interrupted it.
We're supposed to be sharing a brain cell, McKayla.
I don't have brain today. Brain is gone.
Okay. Oh, the brain's gone?
The brain's
that makes
gone.
sense.
It got up and it walked away. Straight up, like Lil Dicky music video.
I didn't know where you were going with that, and I got a little confused. But here we are, and I'm less confused.
Yes. Your segue, though, to our feet.
Yeah, the one that got carried off in the wind. Yeah. Skulker.
Woo!
That's what we rolled. What is a skulker, McKaylee?
A skulker is an expert at slinking through the shadows. So we can hide when we're lightly obscured from the creature we're hiding from. If we are hiding and we miss with a ranged attack, it doesn't reveal our position. And dim light doesn't impose disadvantage on perception checks. So that's pretty good since we don't have dark vision.
And this is also one of those ones that it has a requirement, so we had to have 13 or higher dexterity, which we do. So this really works out that we put that there instead of strength.
That's true. Yeah, if we had switched it, we wouldn't have been able to do that. Yeah. Which is
I'm just gonna write can hide, slinky slink.
Nice. I think that sums up the feat pretty well.
Never listen. Any of these sheets cheats that we make, never just reference only the cheat. Please look it up. Please. I'm writing BS.
The info.
Comments. So
lit. Okay. We're going to start building out our artificer. Are you ready, Claire? To learn more about.
In fact, do we want to jump to a look at our name suggestions and pick a name?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. Well, Marshall, thank you so much for always just existing and also suggesting names because
yes,
we prefer not to make any decisions, and
this is another really one we don't want to do.
Yeah, so Marshall suggested Atticus, Ari, Aaron, Alba, or Ash or Ashy, I guess. You could pronounce it either way.
I like Atticus because it sounds like smart, you know? Like it just sounds like a smart person.
Okay. I like Atticus or Ari, I think.
Ari's a good
I wonder if can we try an Atticus? Okay, great. I'm glad that that's a goal you have. Keep it. Continue to name all the characters.
Yes. Please do. Oh, Claire, you froze.
I'm back.
A little bit. Yes, you're back. You're good.
Truly tragic. Every time.
Indeed.
My brain turned off.
You're saying something about
Shucks.
Atticus.
Yeah, is there? I wonder if there's a shortened version of Atticus, maybe?
What if we called him Addie?
Yeah! That's cute.
Yeah. Addie. Atticus.
That's ATTI, right?
100%, yes. So full name Atticus, nickname Addie.
Okay. Because I don't trust myself. Gotta double check the spelling.
I love it. I love it.
All right. Great, amazing, wonderful.
Wonderful times, indeed.
And to see behind the curtain here. New character cheat. I'll say it every time.
It's a great time.
Yes. Go ahead and tell us, McKaylee. All about those artificers.
Okay. So,
You know.
they're masters of invention. They use their smarts to make their objects do more complicated things. They use tools to channel their power. So they do smart people fixy stuff. Yeah. So let's see. We've already got that we have Constitution and Intelligence as our saving throws. We can do our skills now. So, skills that we already have proficiency in, I believe, are Arcana, History, and Nature. So, those are ones that we could have gotten for our skills as an artificer. What's left? We have 4 other options, which are Investigation, Medicine, Perception, and Sleight of Hand. So, if you could roll a d4, we can figure out what our other skill proficiency is in.
4.
4, Sleight of Hand.
Sleight of hand.
Yeah. So we're,
Interesting.
we're sneaky. We sneak things away from people. All sneaky like. While we hide in the shadows like a skulker.
Yes.
I love it. I saw Germany is here. Thanks, Germany.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking love Germany. Great country, great country. Lit. Okay, so those are our skill proficiencies. Is Sleight of Hand, Arcana, History, and Nature. All good ones.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So, next, we're going to go through our proficiencies in armor and weapons. So, if we could go back to our other cheat page.
Yeah, cheat number 2.
Cheat number 2. Okay, so we have armor proficiencies in literally everything. So, light armor, medium armor, and shields.
Okay.
Which is like those are all the armor. We have all the armor. We can wear any armor. So that's cool. Yeah. I have been to Germany. Hello,
Okay.
chat. I have a friend who's German, and after high school we took a trip around Europe, but we spent most of the time with her family in Germany, which was pretty lit. I love it. I love Germany. Salzburg, amazing castles, great times. Were had there, got super drunk. That's not the point. But
No.
it was that. Where's Salzburg in Austria? I don't know.
That would be a terrible thing to make a mistake of right now in this.
I know. Isn't it great? No, we went to Heidelberg though. We were around there for most of it. Yeah. My little background. History.
Make sure that Salzburg is in Germany.
um,
Yeah.
I don't know. Yes, but
I'm pretty sure it is McKaylee, and that's just great.
it's a wonderful time.
Listen, the fact that we can't spell and we also don't know where things are.
Yes, I know. My friend tried to teach me German during the trip so that when we met her grandma, I could say a little bit in German, but I couldn't say much except for like Schmetterlin, and I can count to 10. And her grandma thought that like, oh, you can speak German, and she just started like rattling off in like quick German, and I was like, well, I'm gonna die.
Well, it's probably like normal speed, right?
I mean,
But it
yeah,
feels
it just felt like insane because I don't speak German, so I wish I did.
that is true. It's definitely good to know hello in every language
Yeah,
because
that's true. That's true. Lit. Okay. Back to our artificer, Atticus.
yeah, Atticus.
Atticus the artificer.
Wow, that's great.
Oh man. Okay. So yeah, we have light, medium, and shields.
Yeah,
We also get proficiency in simple weapons.
wild.
What? So those are like weapons that your like farm boy could pick up and wield. They're not like
Dagger.
complicated. Yeah, dagger, scythe, javelin. Um, cool. Okay, we also get some tool proficiencies. So we get thieves' tools, which are lit. Picking locks and shit. I'm watching a podcast where they like just ran into an issue where like they're like, oh, none of us have proficiency in thieves' tools, or nor do we have thieves' tools, so I guess we're just gonna break doors instead.
Break doors.
So they cast the silence spell on doors and then just destroy the shit out of them, and it's wonderful.
Honestly, I like it.
It's a great great workaround. Okay, we also have Tinker's Tools, which is what artificers like cast magic through, actually. Funnily enough, they like tinker stuff and then magic happens. I don't know how it works. I haven't played one.
Is that Tinkerer?
Tinker's Tools. So just like that, but with an S.
That's a sadder way to do it, I guess.
You want Tinkerers?
Yeah. Because it makes me feel silly to try and say Tinkerer.
Tinkerer. Okay. We get one more set of tools. These are artisan's tools, but we are going to...
Are these tools we have proficiency in or tools that we have?
Proficiency. These are tools we have proficiency in. We haven't gotten to the stuff that we have yet. So we also have proficiency in one more artisan tool. So if you could roll a d20, we'll see what we have proficiency in.
10.
A 10, we are proficient in leather workers' tools.
Okay.
So we can make leather things. That's a time. I don't know what they're teaching us at the cloister.
Resist the urge, McKaylee, to say anything about leather.
I actually wasn't thinking about kinky leather stuff, so thank you very much.
I just saw we had this whole thing about hemp and rope.
You know, it was there, but I didn't do it.
All right.
Okay. So so those are all our proficiencies. Now we're going to do what equipment we have. Okay. So, we have any 2 simple weapons. So we're going to roll, obviously, for what simple weapons we have. I hope they're ranged because we're good at dexterity. And that's what ranged weapons use, dexterity.
Sometimes it works out. Sometimes it doesn't.
Yes. So if you could roll a d20 for me, we'll see what simple weapons. Roll 2 d20s, actually, because we're doing 2 simple weapons.
17 and 5.
17, roll again. The 5, we have a javelin.
11?
A javelin and a light crossbow. Actually, roll that light crossbow again, because we already get a light crossbow.
Okay.
So we don't
14?
need to. 14, we get a sling.
Okay. Sling?
Yeah.
Okay, you have to say all of those again. My brain's
Okay,
dead.
okay,
Huh?
we get a javelin. Just one. One javelin. And then we also get a sling. Nice, nice. And then we are going to be getting a light crossbow and 20 bolts. So we don't have anything for our sling, so we would have to figure out what, like find rocks around or something. Start collecting nuts and berries. Yes. So I now need you to roll for what kind of armor we have. We're either gonna get studded leather armor or scale mail. So roll a d4. If it's odd, it's the first. If it's even, it's the second. I can speak words.
4?
Scale mail. I love scale mail. I'm building a scale mail breastplate. And I love it.
Of what, Miss Haley? Out of what?
Out of soda cans. And a crop top that I have. It's got little scales, it's like red scales, and it's lit.
And what have I started to do as a result? This is full of heckin' bottle caps.
That is for my chainmail, actually.
I know you said the other thing, and I did that.
It's okay.
But I just need to. It's just so many.
This is my chainmail. It's a time. Chainmail. I'm working on it. Yes, but I have another thing that is scale mail. That's also built out of soda parts, but that's built out of the
rest of the
can.
The other part.
Yeah. I use all of my soda cans. Thank you very much.
Recycling.
Yes, I also have pauldrons built out of soda cans. I just use a lot of soda cans.
They're very cool.
They're really cool. Okay. So we have scale mail. We also have thieves' tools and a dungeoneer's pack.
That is very nice.
Yes, for sure. We love it. Okay. This is where things get complicated. We're gonna go into our features and stuff.
Woo! Features!
Features! And this is where I don't know what I'm doing or talking about.
Well, yeah, and here's the thing. We haven't been playing D&D for very long by comparison of how long it's existed. We do know some things, and I think part of the reason why we're doing this is that it's okay not to know things, and this is a great moment where we are learning right alongside you.
Yes. No, for sure. So we're gonna figure out what artificers are. It's gonna be a great time. Okay. So, first level, we get magical tinkering. So we need to have either thieves' tools or artisans' tools to use this ability. In hand. We need them in hand. So you touch a tiny non-magical object. This is an action. And you give it a magical property, 1 of 4 of your choice. This will last indefinitely. So you can do this to any tiny object. So it can shed bright light in 5-foot radius, dim light for an additional 5 feet. When it's tapped by a creature, it can emit a recorded message heard 10 feet away. No more than 6 seconds long. Or it emits your choice of an odor or a non-verbal sound. Like it says wind, waves, chirping, or the like. Or a static visual effect appears on the object's surfaces. Like a picture, text, lines, shapes, mixture of the elements. So you pick a tiny object and you infuse one of these 4 things into it. And you can do this to, let's see, the maximum number of objects equals your intelligence modifier, which ours is +3, so we can do this to 3 objects at a time.
At one time or per like long or short rest?
At one time, because these will last indefinitely. So if we do this to an object, it'll just last forever.
Oh, we can give it 3 qualities.
No. We can do this to 3 objects. The object can only have 1 quality.
That's cute. So you could be like you could take someone's compass and go diddaloo, and then magic compass.
Yeah, pretty much. It has some like simple magic.
Right.
Yeah. We also, so something else we get is spell casting. So your focus is your thieves' tools or some kind of artisan tools.
Wow, that's really cute.
Yes. So you need that in hand when you cast spells. No matter what the spell says you need your tools. Yeah. Once you get, so we're going to get a thing called infuse items at 2nd level. You can also use an item bearing the infusion as a spellcasting thing. Focus, a spellcasting focus. So, cool. So we get like a certain number of stuff. Our spellcasting ability is our intelligence modifier. So our DC is 8 plus our proficiency bonus, which at level 3 is 2, plus our intelligence modifier of 3. So we have 13 as a DC and plus 5 as our attack modifier. So that's pretty good. That's a pretty good place to start. Yes, which I just realized we didn't fill in the sunflowers.
Yeah, I was just suggesting, but I had put a dot next to scale mail to remind you later.
Nice. Do you want to? So that's all for spells. If we want to do, we can do the middle stuff right now.
Sure.
Yeah. So let's take a break from the feats that we get before we go too far into it. Okay, so our AC for scale mail, let me pull this up.
Wild time. Isn't scale mail more hefty than...
Ooh, yeah. Let's see. Sometimes
Another
armor
armor?
requires you to have a certain strength. This one doesn't. We're good on this one.
What if we had rolled for different armor?
Yeah,
And
if we
couldn't
use
carry it.
chainmail, splint, or plate, you're required to have a certain strength score. But we have scale mail. So that's going to be 14 plus our dex modifier, which is max 2. So our dexterity modifier is 3, so we can't use +3. We can only use +2. So ours is going to be 16 armored class.
Pretty good, I think, for
that
level
is
3.
That is pretty good. That's pretty good. And then our initiative is our dexterity modifier. So that's going to be +3.
Mm-hmm.
And then our hit points. We have a D8 for hit points again.
Yep.
For the 4th week in a row, we have a character with D8 hit points. Okay, so level 1 8 plus Constitution, which is 11. At level 2, we are doing our Constitution, so plus 3, and then a roll.
This is the only time you need to shine, dice, okay?
Don't roll a 2.
5.
Nice! That's average. Cool. Okay. That's really good. Okay, now we're going to do our Constitution again, plus another roll.
Eight!
Nice!
Good job!
Dang! I don't think we've rolled a character over, because this is going to get us over 30, isn't it? Or at
it's
30. It's
going to be 30 exactly, right?
Yeah,
Am I doing math?
Yeah, it's 30 exactly. We haven't gotten a character up that high yet.
Wow.
Wowzers. Wild.
Very good.
Indeed. Okay. Back to our stuff as an artificer.
Artificer time.
So we have the ability to infuse items. So we can infuse mundane items to make them into magical items. Okay. So we are going to learn what's called artificer infusions. So I'll go down to these. You learn 4 infusions at level 1. Let me see if we know any more at level. Yeah, level 3 we still only know. We know 4 types of infusions, and we can infuse 2 separate weapons or mundane objects.
Right.
I guess it doesn't have to be weapons, but we can do weapons. Yes. Okay, so you do that during a long rest. You touch a non-magical item, and you make it a magic item. Okay. Let's see what our artificer infusions are. Holy shit, there's so many. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17? I think I might have counted wrong, but 17. So, okay, roll a d20. We'll figure out which one.
Got it. D20.
Roll a d20, we'll figure out. Roll 4 d20s.
Okay, I'll roll 3 because I already rolled an 11.
An 11? Okay.
11, 12, 2, and 14.
Okay. So 2. I'll just start with what. We'll go in order. Okay. So, this we can do to armor. It's called Armor of Magical Strength. So the armor gets 6 charges. So when you make a strength check or saving throw, you can expend a charge to add a bonus to the roll that's equal to our intelligence modifier. So, or equal to, I guess, whoever's wearing it, intelligence modifier. If you're prone, you can also spend a charge to avoid being knocked prone. Yeah, you get 6 charges. You regain 1d6 charges at dawn. That's pretty cool.
This is one of the things that I didn't know about artificers that are pretty interesting, actually.
Okay. This next one that we get is repeating shot. So we do this to a simple or martial weapon with an ammunition property. So we can do this with our crossbow or our sling. They get a +1 to attack and damage rolls. And it ignores the loading property if you have it. Whoa! If you load no ammunition into the weapon, it produces its own ammunition. And it vanishes right after it hits or misses the target.
Magic sling?
So we don't need ammunition for our sling.
Magic sling!
Magic sling!
Magic sling. Oh my god. Magic. Magic sling.
Oh, wait.
Magic sling.
Magic sling. Okay, this next one is super complicated, but it's really awesome.
Okay.
It's called Replicate Magic Item. So, you choose a magic item from the replicable items table. So we have a replicable magic items table based on our level. So at second level, we can make certain kinds of magic items. Oh, jeez. Yeah, an alternate. So, or you could choose a magic item from the common magic items game. So you replicate a pre-existing magic item, such as an alchemy jug, a bag of holding, cap of water breathing, goggles of night. So we can have dark vision.
Oh my gosh.
We can make our own goggles of night.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Sendings?
Yeah, sending stones. Yeah, so
Wow.
and then as you get to higher levels, you can make like stronger things like bracers of defense or belt of giant strength, boots of speed. This is awesome.
I'm just going to take a note that we could do goggles of night for our story building times.
Okay, I'm going to ask you to roll again because this next one that we rolled for requires a 6th level artificer.
Oh, okay.
So we can't do that. We can't do this one till 6th level, but it's cool.
9?
9. Okay, we get Mind Sharpener. So this you do to a suit of armor or to robes. So it sends a jolt to the wearer to refocus their mind. It has 4 charges. So if you fail a Constitution saving throw to maintain concentration on a spell, you can use a reaction to expend a charge to succeed. And you regain 1d4 expended charges at dawn. That's pretty cool. So you have to make Constitution saving throws if you get hit in battle while you're concentrating on a spell. So this will help you so that you can succeed if you're trying to keep up concentration on a spell.
Interesting.
Yeah. That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. That can come in clutch, like, depending on the situation.
Yeah.
Wow. I am very intrigued by artificers now.
Suddenly, Katie's seen an opening and will make at least 10 more characters next week, and they'll all be artificers.
You know... Yes, don't judge me.
I'm judging you. I'm happy that you have something you enjoy.
Yeah. Okay. I need you to roll a d4 because now we have hit our level 3 stuff and we are picking what subclass we have. A 4, we are a battlesmith.
Ooh.
This comes from Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. I believe this is what one of the characters from our campaign played, Jago, the fairy artificer, with a criminal background. What a guy. And then I killed his steel defender. It was a great time.
It's important to note that McKaylee was the DM.
Yes, I didn't kill it as a player character. I killed it as the DM with the monster.
That's the difference, right?
Yeah. You're supposed to kill characters as the DM. It's the whole fun part.
Uh-huh.
Actually, no, I panicked the whole time. I wrote in my notes, fuck. As he was dying, I was like, oh no. And then I had to talk about him dying, and it was wonderful. We love it. Lit. Okay.
We get another proficiency, don't we?
Yes, we do. We get a tool proficiency. So we are proficient with smith's tools. So that's cool. That's lit. We're into smithing. We
You
do
know
leatherwork and smithing.
that guy, McKaylee, that guy named Smith, the his tools,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. We gained smith's tools. Um,
Tried, but it was a stretch. Didn't work out.
no, it was great. I loved it. Um,
Yes.
yes, so we have smith's tools. Um, then we get specific spells that we are now open to. At third level, we can use heroism or shield, which heroism is a pretty lit spell. Not gonna lie. We also get an extra proficiency in weapons. So we can also use martial weapons.
Oh.
So we have proficiency in all armor and all weapons. As a battlesmith. That's
So many
awesome.
proficiency.
And when you attack with a magic weapon, you use your intelligence modifier instead of strength or dexterity. So we didn't even need to be strong or dexterous.
Well, that's good. And yeah, I'll
Yeah.
say something. My brain turned off. That's the phrase of today for me.
Yeah.
I think.
Me too. Me too. We're just going brain empty on this podcast today.
Yeah.
So that's that. We also get a steel defender, which is a faithful companion made out of steel. And it gives you stats for what they can do. They can use like force to attack. They can repair 3 times a day, deflect attacks. They're pretty cool. You can use a mending spell to heal them. Let's see what else they say about it. Yeah, and you determine what its appearance is.
Which I think we can maybe figure out, unless there's a list somewhere, we can maybe figure out what it looks like when we're backstory building.
No, it can look like literally anything.
Amazing. Okay, we'll hold off on that for the moment.
Yeah. Your choice has no effect on its game statistics. So it's going to use the same game statistics, but
right.
Yeah. Which it has a speed of 40 feet. It does not say if it's climbing, swimming, or whatnot. It just has a 40 feet speed. Which is lit. That's lit.
Okay. Oh, we have shield as well.
Yeah, it doesn't say.
For the spell. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. I'm learning a lot about this that I should have known. That I let our steel defender do things that it shouldn't have been able to do.
Yeehaw.
Lit. It's supposed to be able to do much less in combat than I allowed.
Whatever.
It's not supposed to be a combatant. It's just supposed to, like, defend you if you die.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, it's okay.
Yeah. It's a great time. But that is, I think that's everything for Artificer.
I didn't write down what that skill was with why we're able to have proficiency with martial weapons, but it's battle ready, if anyone.
Oh, yeah.
Yes to know.
Battle ready is, martial weapons, and then the adding your intelligence.
Yes.
Lit. That's everything. Now we get to do the fun part.
Now we get to go over to the potato. The potato, man.
Yes. So we have our wonderful table.
For trades and stuff. Honestly, so at some point in the near future, I'm probably gonna start tweeting out for people to add to the potato, because McKaylee and I's brain is only so full of ideas.
Mm-hmm.
To some point, it'll be empty, just like it's been all day today.
Yes.
But it'll be for an extended period of time.
I also keep adding to it and then realizing that, oh, wait, we already have that. Just kidding.
Head,
Oops.
empty.
Yes.
Brain, smooth. We've talked about our brains enough today. Do you want me to roll? I can go ahead and roll.
Yes, please. Roll a D100, please. And we can figure out what we got on our potato.
39.
39 is they have a secret admirer. Fancy. Love it, amazing.
A lot of the ones we've had have like a love letter or like a secret, like they love when people look at them and all of that.
All
Very
this love thing. Oh, it could be somebody from their cloister. That would be really cute.
Maybe. All right, we got a 3.
A 3? Interesting. Is deathly afraid of the ocean.
Okay.
I love this because I want it to come into play.
The deathly afraid of the ocean one?
Yeah, I want them to like come across the ocean and for it to be like, what the fuck?
If we if either of us ever play this character and the DM knows, they better bring us to an ocean, so we have to confront that fear. That's all I'm saying.
God, make a whole arc where you have to go on like overseas for something.
No.
It'd be so great.
Man. Okay, one more?
Yep. Let's do 3.
52.
52. Going up and down, up and down. Speaks. It's because their name is good. They speak in third person.
Okay.
It's because they have such a good name that they needed to just say it all the time. I love it.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, man.
Take a moment to absorb all of the story elements we have.
Yep.
The ocean is very scary, that's true. We don't know what's at the bottom of it.
We don't. There is so much in the ocean that we don't know about. Ooh.
Okay, all right. Let's look back at this other page because reasons.
All right.
Okay. So, we've got our best human friend, Atticus, an artificer. Battlesmith Artificer is a cloistered, because we remembered.
Yep, there's an ED.
It's
a somewhere there.
Scholar. Okay. They are Slinky. Skulker.
Slinky.
Slink. They can speak common, giant, goblin, orc. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They are like they're kind of a researcher. They know a lot of stuff.
Yep.
They know about nature. They know about history, magic.
Yes.
Actually, Arcana and history as an artificer is pretty cool.
That's really good. All of the ones that we got from our background and our race were options as an artificer. Like all of them. Amazing. All 3 of them were options.
That's great. Okay, and we're chaotic neutral. We've got library access.
Wait, wow. Claire.
What?
Did we have something else?
What?
I feel like we're missing because we got one skill.
Are we missing a proficiency?
I think we're missing a skill proficiency.
Okay, I can roll. What do I roll?
Let me think. Because we had 1 from race, which was Arcana. 2 from background, which was history and nature.
History and nature.
And then we're supposed to have 2 I think. Let
That sounds
me
right.
check. We normally get 2 from our things. I think we might have gotten distracted. Yes, okay, we need another one. So, roll a d4. So we have investigation, medicine, or... Oh, we got sleight of hand already. A 1. Investigation.
Amazing.
Oh my god. We got
What?
all the intelligence.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, this is... Yes. Okay, so we're chaotic neutral. We're an artificer. Cloistered scholar. We are smart. We are a human.
Yep.
We are good at being...
A human.
I was going to say sleight of hand. We're good at that. We borrowed a book.
Cause we stole it because remember it's a magical
A
bad news
bad
bears.
book. Bad news bears.
Yes.
Yes.
So we stole the book and we snuck away because we're really good at skulking. We're a skulker.
Okay. So we think learning is more important than being scared. Like, we're less likely to be scared if it's interesting, right?
Yes.
What if... Okay. I feel like at least... I'm trying to think. Quilliam ran away from something. Ibit went away from
She's
her
avenging.
original place, and are all of them running away? I mean, I guess that's kind of makes sense. That's like what it's a common, like,
it's
you're
common
trying
thing.
to get away from.
We must be running towards something, because we are taking this book and maybe we're looking for a place where we can stash it so that we can keep it safe from, like, the world.
Do you think we borrowed the book from somewhere that it shouldn't have been and we're trying to return it to a better place? Or do we just take the book because we're like, they're not to be trusted, but I can be trusted. Myself, I can be trusted.
That would make sense for chaotic neutral.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about too.
Yeah,
okay,
so taking it because it's like, I'm better. I know best.
We grew up as a we grew up as in a cloister, because that's part of it. It's like, when you're younger, you're interested in learning things.
Yep.
And so we grew up in a cloister, became a scholar, and was always at the library and stuff. Maybe we were more interested in giants, goblins, and orcs.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
for sure.
There like a specific reason why we're interested in those, or is it just it just happened that we were interested in?
I think
those
we're looking more at, like, evil things, like monstrous races, and at like bad stuff, which is how we ended up with this bad book.
I was gonna say, what if we borrowed what if it's going to pop culture now? What if it's similar to Harry Potter in that there's like a restricted section of the library? I know that's not only a Harry Potter thing, but that's where my brain goes.
Magical
there's
library.
A restricted section in the library.
Okay.
And we borrowed this book, maybe for an assignment or something, and maybe we learned too much, and we realized that the book was bad, and that we needed to take it.
Yes, of course.
We're learning.
Yeah. So we're just learning from this bad book.
Yeah, but we thought that maybe we have more authority with it in our hands.
Of course, because we're the best.
In the cloister. Why would the cloister have authority, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Maybe there was corrupt people in the cloister that we should figure out how we got to be a part of this cloister. I just love saying that word.
How many more times can we say cloister in this stream?
A
I'm gonna
million.
say 10.
Okay, so we grew up in this cloister, and maybe as we got older, we realized the underlying corruption. Like maybe they're like taking kids from their like home, and it's like, oh, we're gonna like make your kid better and smarter and stuff, and then they're just never getting to see their parents, and it's all sad and shit. And so they're like, but there's like people who are like building up these children to like help with like evil plans and stuff. And
So
so
like this is a corrupt cloister, is what you're saying.
yes, and that's why they found this restricted book that was like going to be used for evil purposes to further the actions of the higher ups in the cloister.
Okay, what if it's like a little, so it's a cloister, right? But
Okay.
instead of it just being, I don't know, I feel like I associate cloister with wizards, and maybe it's more. I'm not trying to say it to get to 10, I promise you.
We're at 3 right now.
Okay.
I love the
Okay.
word cloister.
Stop saying it on purpose.
I wasn't saying it on purpose. I didn't realize it until after I said it. I was like, wait, I just said it.
Oh no. Okay. Okay. I was gonna say maybe there's like maybe in the world that, no, I don't want to say it, but in the world of
Cloister.
Maybe in that aspect of it, it's
Okay.
there's more of a need for artificing skills, and like maybe it's a little more.
Ooh, it
Maybe
must
there's
like war effort, like building up like your army of like builders and craftsmen who can build you these magical
yeah,
infused
yeah,
items.
and maybe it's also kind of like the world, or the place that we grow up in is more industrial.
Mm-hmm.
There's
Yeah, yeah,
more
yeah.
metal and stuff. I don't know if this artificers are like work with metal, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like we're a
This would also
smith and
explain
stuff.
this would also explain why we are afraid of the ocean. Maybe we are inland, and so we've
Mm.
and and our like the stuff we build is all metal and heavy, and so
Yeah.
and we have our like all of our we build stuff, so sometimes when you wear the stuff you build, it's heavier, and the
Mm-hmm.
idea of
Oh, of
water
like sinking.
sink.
Yeah, yeah,
um
yeah. Maybe we knew someone. I'm just getting into death again. I was gonna say maybe we knew someone who's drowned.
McKaylee, it doesn't have to be
I only know how to make characters that have been
Oh,
around death.
what if, okay,
God, I have some issues I need
what
to
if
do.
our steel companion is we're so connected to our steel companion that we speak to it as if it's our imaginary friend, kind of, and that's why we talk in the third person, is because
Okay.
we are most commonly conversing with our creations,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and so it's they aren't necessarily going to all respond. So maybe it's one of those things where we're talking to our steel creations and our companion, and we verbalize the responses that they probably would respond. So we kind of talk to ourselves
So
about
it's
ourselves.
kind of like a Sven and Kristoff kind of relationship from Frozen.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Or like a Wilson with the
Yeah.
volleyball in
Speaking of tragedy.
Castaway,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, so what does that make our steel companion? What? Because I was gonna say, what if our steel companion's like, what does the steel companion do again?
They just,
This is a good point, Marshall. Maybe they did read a book about scary deep sea creatures. Maybe in this book that they stole, it's about all of those monsters, but also about the monsters in the water.
It's
I
like
think it can
about
be a
eldritch, like kraken horrors that like live beneath the
yeah.
ocean.
I
Kind
think
of
it can be a
like
combination.
Critical Role.
I think it can be a combination of like something that they read about, and also
They don't need a dead friend. It's okay.
upon seeing the ocean and understanding how metal sinks. It's like a double fear. So it's like they think that they would be scared of the ocean, and then they see it,
Then they're
and
like,
they
ah,
in the lake or something.
ocean's
Oh,
scary.
I scared.
Man, I was starting to look something up and I can't remember. Well,
we're gonna look up what the Steel Companion does.
oh, that's right. Thank you. So the Steel Companion.
Oh, is it the Steel Defender? Is what it's called.
Steel Defender.
I put
My bad.
Companion, so it's
Yeah, they're a companion. It just, you know, it just hangs out with you.
I was gonna say, what if it's like, okay, hold on.
It's a medium construct, so it can be like humanoid sized.
Oh.
Or it can be like just an animal or something. But we can have a little human friend companion that's made out of metal.
Part of me wanted to be like, what if it's like a monkey that like hangs on its back like a backpack or something?
That's so cute.
Because then it's like it's like the little guy's hanging on, and it seems like Atticus talking to themselves in
but
third
he's
person,
talking to this little monkey.
But they are talking to.
I don't know why I said he. I almost said she earlier, and then I was like, "That's not right."
Yeah,
it's a time.
That's all right though. But
we make these characters, and I forgot their pronouns.
Is there anything else other than like a little monkey? Is a monkey weird?
No, I think it's cute.
What other
monkey
kind
backpack?
What other kind of like backpack like
a sloth?
Thing? Oh,
it's just a little sloth that hangs out on their back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Okay. Does it have a name? It needs a name. Wait, roll a D100 and we can figure out what the first letter of its name is. And
okay.
Marshall, if you want to name it, you can tell us.
I was going to say, Marshall, get ready. You got to name everything, so.
Yes.
What is this number? 91.
A 91 is a Y.
Ooh.
Yes.
Right.
Our sloth with a name that starts with a Y. It's pretty lit. We had another character that had a character from their backstory started with a Y. Johann.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, Johann. Okay. So.
Yes.
Oh. I feel like they've had this sloth for a long time.
Oh, yeah. This was probably like their first creation.
And maybe the cloistered scholars were like, what? What do you? Why?
A fucking sloth?
Why? What the heck?
Mm-hmm.
So, maybe that's also, I feel like that gives the flavor of why we have a sling, is because we're kind of sneaky and stuff.
Yeah, because we're always sneaking around.
Maybe we're like not a great student.
No.
Like, we're smart, but we're not great.
Yeah. We're one of those like shitty students that's like
not
paying attention in class.
They don't want to get rid of us because we're really useful and smart and stuff.
Obviously, yeah. We got a 17 intelligence. We're geniuses.
But as soon as we learned how to use items, our slaying.
Yes.
Suddenly,
it's amazing.
Yeah, and then we could make goggles of night, or can we use that? We can use that pretty frequently, right?
Yeah, so we can make those for like once per long rest. We can make those.
Okay.
Yeah. So we can like
Okay.
make something else the next morning.
That's good. That's good.
But then we
Well,
wouldn't have the goggles of night. But yeah.
it's a switch out sort of
Yeah,
thing.
because we can only have 2 magic items at a time at this level. So if we have our sling as one, our goggles of night would be the other.
Okay, that makes
Yeah, but we can use one of those 4 things that we have.
I love it so much.
Yes. It's a time. It's a time.
Thank you, Marshall.
Names?
Yvonne. What'd you say?
Jacob. Yankee. I like Yankee. That's so cute. I don't know. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? I picked Atticus, so.
My brain says Yankee's fun, specifically, if it's. Hold on, let me double check something.
Okay.
If it's like, if we, I'm modifying all of the names a little bit today. If it's Yankee with a Y instead of 2 E's, because I think that's like, it's kind of cute because it's a sloth and they go like, you know what I
Because the
mean?
Y's are like hooks.
Because it's like they're yanking at stuff. Because they're like.
I thought you were okay. I thought you were talking about why you were changing the EE to a Y.
Oh.
I understand though. Brain empty
acceptable?
today. That is perfectly acceptable. That's amazing.
I just think it's silly. I don't know why, but all characters need a silly element. Yes. They all do, even if they're the most serious. Okay, but
the last thing I think we need to figure out though that's important is the secret admirer.
Oh my gosh, you're right. They have a secret admirer. Is there something else on the? They're very good at listening. That is important.
That would make them. Maybe that's why this person really likes them, because they're like, "Oh, and you're such a good listener."
There's no limits. Okay. Do you think that it's while they're in the cloister? Have we reached 10? I feel like we have to have. I don't know.
I lost count.
It's got to be.
This is a great time.
Do you think they were at the cloister? Do you think it was after it?
I think it was because if they grew up in the cloister, I think it was someone they grew up with.
Okay.
So it was somebody who was like a part of their life for like years and years and years, and maybe they studied together and they would like blow off class together and stuff.
Yes.
And they helped them build Yankee and like, just cute little schoolmates.
Admired their smarts and stuff.
Yes. We should roll for what this person's gender is, and then roll for the first letter of their name.
Yes. Okay, hold on. I'm just going to put childhood.
Yeah.
Friend. All right. Letter.
Okay. Wait, no, we got to do gender. Do gender.
Gender.
So roll a d4.
3.
They're also non-binary. Maybe that's something they like bonded over, where it was like, they were like, hey, we hang out.
Cool.
And the first letter of their name.
It's a D100, yeah.
Yes.
What is up with all of these numbers below 10? It's a 7.
Whoa, that is a B. So this person's name starts with a B. So their names are A, B. It goes one after the other. I don't know why that means. Maybe because they would stand next to each other in class because when they were alphabetized.
So they alphabetized by the first letter of the first name,
yes.
the last name. Maybe
Because
they.
you don't have a last name because you're a part of
That's
the
what I was gonna
cloister.
say.
Yeah. They take away
Yes.
your family. That's part of why it's a corrupt system, because they're making you, they're taking away your family and stuff. So maybe Addie doesn't know their family. Maybe that's part of their journey, is they want to learn who
Why
their
do they have
family
to
is.
not know their family?
Because they were taken away from their family at a young age, and that's a part of the corrupt system. Their family could still be alive and thriving, but that's part of their journey, is they're trying to find their family.
Maybe. I mean,
Just like a side thing.
It doesn't have to be.
Maybe they know their family, but they're like not super close to them because of the cloister.
Yeah, I feel like with story building, family is a like family relationships is a really easy and fast like way to determine some stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of other things that we have here. Not to say that family's not important for this character or is important. It's not or is.
Is or isn't.
Yeah. Yes. But maybe, I don't know. Maybe they wanted to learn more about their family, and as they were getting close to like graduating to be an official cloistered scholar, maybe they discovered this book and decided, or like rediscovered the book, but looked into it deeper.
Okay.
And rediscovered or understood better because they were older about why it shouldn't be in their hands. Like maybe this is a book that they've seen before. And now that they know, like now that they're back, they've seen it before, it looks familiar, so they borrowed it again to look at it, and they find like some interesting notes about some like, I don't know, evil ritual thing that feels too familiar to the teachings at the cloister for it to be admissible as coincidence or something. Like, over the years they've been building something in that one school building that we're not allowed to be in. Feels pretty suspicious.
Dangerous. And maybe they need the book to complete the ritual, and so that's why they stole it.
Yeah. Ooh. Depending on how deep it goes, maybe they realized this earlier, and so the cloister has been letting the students help with little pieces of stuff as free labor.
Yes. Sorry, I saw one of the names that Marshall suggested, and it's from one of them. Name you think of a character from Critical Role.
Oh, I was thinking of a character from one of our games.
Ow!
I saw your brain turn off.
Yes, one of Michael's characters is named Bryce, and I forgot.
Oh my god.
We've only had like 4 episodes of that campaign. We've only had 4 sessions.
Yes. Let's see.
I was thinking of Bren, though, because that's one of the characters' real name in Critical Role, who had I feel, similar upbringing in a...
Yeah, I was gonna say this feels very reminiscent. I was gonna say I like...
In a terrible school setting.
I like Balin.
Balin? Cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. Let's do Balin.
Spicy. All right.
Spicy indeed.
So they realized that something was off, and they maybe were asked to do research on it, and they knew what research to do because of this book that they had come across in the past.
Of course.
And then they realized, and so they messed up their part on purpose.
Okay, they like, oh, it's like Rogue One. Oh, you have no idea what I'm talking about.
I haven't caught up with the more recent movies.
It's like a standalone kind of like outside of the series, but like still related to the series as a whole.
Okay.
It's very
Okay.
good. Somebody
I
he's an engineer for the Death Star and like
yeah.
purposely like puts in the mistake that leads
Yes.
to Luke Skywalker blowing up the Death Star, basically.
Okay. All
So like
right.
you know,
Thank you for the spoiler warning there.
fuck. Well, that's not
That's not a main
super.
plot point.
I mean, it like kind of is,
Stop telling me things because
but it's like one that you learn early on.
yeah.
So it's
Okay.
yeah, that's not like you know the whole movie is like, what's gonna happen? It's like you know.
Right. All right.
Yeah,
Well,
good movie though.
this
They're
is yeah. I mean, and this is a. It's almost impossible to have an original story with anything. Everything is from something else. It seems.
it's true.
But yeah, no, I like that because
Mm-hmm.
then they have there's a reason why they're trying to leave.
Yep.
But where does Balin come in?
Balin, I think they
Are
try
they with the
and
cloister or are they against the cloister?
I think Balin is with the cloister, and this is where they part
Okay.
ways. Is that they try and like get Balin like explain this thing to Balin, and then Balin is like, "What? Like, why would you fuck up like what they're doing, or like you know just like in denial of them being bad?" Because you know they grew
Okay.
up their whole life there. Like this is their group, this is their family.
And so maybe Balin is like the better, more well-behaved student.
Yeah, yeah,
They're
yeah.
maybe Alex is smarter,
Mm-hmm.
maybe.
Yeah,
But they're less well-behaved.
yeah.
So
They
it's the
like
student
actually
admirers.
pay attention to class and stuff, and like go to class. Oh
And
man.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
cool.
I think we built a
But
character. What?
it's also cool too because they, despite them being I feel like this is kind of class clown vibe a
Yeah.
little bit.
100%.
Despite them being kind of like a class clown, they also really value learning and knowledge
Mm-hmm.
and are
But
less
they're like
likely to be.
they're an independent soul. Like they
Yeah.
do their own thing.
Yeah, and they don't think there are limits to things. There's lots of possibilities, and
Mm-hmm. For sure. For
maybe
sure.
maybe they're so good at, despite them seeming like a class clown, they're insanely good at listening. So they have listened so well
They
that
picked up on this stuff.
they've heard all and seen the threads of destruction or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. For sure.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Nice.
I
like
love
all of
it.
I really like Yankee the most.
Yankee the Sloth Steel Defender.
I think it's great because then they speak in third person,
Mm-hmm.
talking to their sloth, and
Yep.
they have a magic sling.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's how they damaged something, is that they used their sling or something like that.
True, true, true. I love it.
I love them.
Atticus!
So much.
Atticus the Artificer.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Very good.
I love it. That's our character. We made a character. Yay!
Amazing.
Okay.
Well,
go ahead.
no, you go ahead.
I don't know what I was gonna say. I was gonna say, do you want to transition back to our other screen? Get another theme song in.
Yeah.
Yes. Enthusiastic, Claire. Come on, you ready?
Huh?
And go. Do 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 do
do an actual theme song.
Oh,
You were just going off the cuff there, huh?
yeah.
Terrible.
That vine
Absolutely.
is my life. There's a vine of a lady on a bus that just slams her hand repeatedly into the door and sings, and I love it. Wanted
It
to share
is
what I was quoting.
probably McKaylee's favorite collection of sounds to make.
So
Yes.
good. I would keep
Yep.
going, but I think I've annoyed everyone enough.
What? Nonsense. You're absolutely joking. No way. No
Yeah,
possible.
nope, not at
Not
all.
even
Lies.
not even a chance. Are you kidding?
Oof, oof, oof.
Well, we've reached the end of our fun times here today.
Woo! We have.
Yeah, we're trying to post more on the different platforms and stuff, so make sure that you're following along and stuff.
Yeah.
um,
Yes, this is gonna go up on YouTube hopefully tomorrow. So tell your friends to go watch it. Also, go follow us and stuff to see, fun. We'll have some fun art of what Atticus and their steel defender looks like.
I'm the most excited about
Yankee.
Yankee.
I'm excited to draw Yankee. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
It's gonna be great. Gonna like poke it
Very
over his
good.
shoulder. It's gonna be a time.
Just very good.
Yeah.
To play a character that only talks in third person would be really interesting.
Oh, jeez. I hope so. One day we are going to do a stream where we play some of these characters, and have like some friends also play some of these characters. And I am looking forward to some of them maybe playing this character.
Me too.
That'd be a
It
time.
would be absolutely phenomenal.
Atticus doesn't think that we should be doing this. They are a little concerned with this situation.
You immediately gave them a suave voice.
I did. Well, I feel like that's how they would talk. They would be like, I think that I'm pretty cool. I've built a lot of things. I have this book that I am leading around.
Would you like to play Atticus?
Maybe I will play Atticus. Oh man, I could make a little Yankee and wear it when we do it.
Yep. As opposed to just getting like a sloth stuffed animal and putting a little armor on it, you could make one.
Obviously, why would I just get a stuffed animal, Claire? What?
Stuffed animals are beautiful, McKaylee. That is obviously why.
Oh man.
Nothing else.
Yeah.
I think honestly, because clearly I'm not honest ever, except for this moment, right?
Yeah, honestly.
I think Yankee is my favorite character that we've.
Yankee is the side character, even not even the main character.
Yankee is a steel defender doesn't mean they don't have thoughts. Although I don't know, steel defenders have thoughts. Do they have souls?
No, they don't. They are machines. Think Dodie from Campaign 1 Critical Role.
The way Matt played Dodie made me feel like Dodie had a soul. Okay,
Dodie, yeah. Oh, God,
I don't know what to do.
I think Sam's character was an artificer, actually.
Oh yeah, no, Sam's character was an artificer.
Was? Okay, I didn't know. Yeah. I wasn't sure what he was.
100%.
I thought he was a fighter for a long time, and I was like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I just didn't try to put him in a class. He was his own character.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Well, in my head it was like, Tyrion just does what Tyrion does. And
okay.
That was how I pictured him,
I always thought it was cool because he had like patches on his armor and they were magic and stuff. So yeah. That's how I was like. God,
I love
Hard
magic
to
items. I bought in my campaign. I spent all my money buying a
Well, hold on,
cloak.
hold on, hold on. Pause your
Yes.
story.
Okay.
On the topic of souls, does that mean that Warforged don't have souls?
Warforged are different because they are infused with magical like abilities that bring in.
What is a steel defender if not infused with magic? Because it
It's a
listens
little
to.
different. A steel
If
defender is like lesser of a warforged is more has like more to it than a steel defender.
Well, yeah, but the whole concept of it recognizing you and your party as companions and not attacking you.
Yeah, you can program something to do that. There's a thing called programming.
I'm gonna tweet about it.
I love it. I love it. Yes. It's a great time. It's a great time.
Okay. Well, thank you, Marshall.
Yeah.
This is we're having a fun time, no matter how many people are here.
Yeah.
If there are more, that would be fun too. But we are always having a good time, and hope that everyone has a good time.
Yeah.
And absolutely would love to play actual games with these characters because they are very interesting and
Yes.
pretty dynamic as far as randomly rolled characters go.
I know. We've rolled some good characters.
Yeah.
Ibit man
Ibit.
would be so fun to play too.
Very interesting to play because I don't think Ibit speaks common.
No, she doesn't. We made a character that doesn't speak common. But I think what languages did she? Because there's got to be a party member that speaks like a language that she does, and so they can just communicate that way. They translate,
true. Yeah, she. Yeah, we'll just cross our fingers and hope someone speaks Grung, Abyssal, or Undercommon.
I forgot those.
We'll just cross our fingers and gosh darn hope that somebody else speaks one of them.
Doesn't I feel like Quilliam speaks Undercommon?
Let me look.
I think Quilliam speaks Undercommon. Our hobgoblin of the faith. He doesn't. Or they don't.
Quilliam, they speak Common, Celestial, Orc, and Deep Speech.
That's what it was. It was Deep Speech because he does the.
But hey, Quilliam and Atticus, they can talk in Orc.
That's true, but that's not how. What about Eep? Does Eep speak any of the languages that Ibit speaks?
Just Common and Draconic.
Oh no. Okay, maybe next week. Next week we will roll for a character that speaks a language that Ibit speaks, and then they will be able to have conversations with our future party that we play with.
Yes.
We're gonna have to start setting that up.
Yes. Slow and steady. I like the idea of having each of us have 3 characters that we are supposed to play at any given moment, and we have to roll and just see which one shows up first. Yeah. And when the other character has to leave, which is the next one. Just because I know we're going to be making characters for infinity times. Yeah. So there will eventually be a lot of them.
There will be so many characters, and we will play. I was going to say all of them, but that would be a lot. We're going to play the good ones. We can have people like vote for like what characters they want us to play. Or like, be like, play this character. I loved this one.
That's true. All for the future times.
All for the future times. We have future time plans.
We got lots of them. Someday.
This is only episode 4. We're growing and building and doing things, and we'll be here every week.
Yeah.
Whether or not there's people here, we will be here every Tuesday hanging out, building characters. Marshall will name all of them.
Yep.
Um, I love it.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Oh,
It's
while we
time.
were rambling like silly people, we got another person following us. Yay! Thank you.
Yay! Oh, hello, Nofham. Thank you for following us. We appreciate it. Did you see?
And also,
Oh God, I hope the bumblebee went. There's a cute little bumblebee graphic that goes right here whenever people follow us. It's so cute. Okay.
someday we'll be paying attention to it more than rambling.
This is how our podcast starts and ends, is us just
On a
talking.
ramble.
We just ramble about shit. This is how the podcast starts before we even get on stream.
Yeah.
So we just sit here and we go we talk for 20 minutes and then we're like, oh fuck, it's time to start.
Yep. That's accurate. It's an accurate statement. But
yes.
we're here for funds, friends, fun. Why did I say funds? We're not here for funds. We're here for fun.
For fun.
Fun.
Yes.
Fun. Friends. And of course.
Dice?
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, that better be one of them.
Yeah, I was expecting that you would know that was it because, of course.
Look at these ones. These ones actually had green paint and I hated it. And so Claire helped me scratch all of the paint off.
Yeah.
Off all 7 of my dice. And then I repainted them. It took forever.
I guess.
Yeah, now they're orange. They're so pretty. I love them. They're some of my favorite dice.
Yeah.
I have a lot of dice.
They're really pretty.
They're very pretty.
I have less dice than McKaylee, which is very easy to say. Anyone can say it, and they'd probably be right.
Some people probably have more dice than me. I only have 15 sets.
No, you're right, because there are people who have been playing for years and years longer than we have, and
we've only been playing for a couple years, 3 max. So
right.
I technically have a set from first edition starter pack. So technically I have 16 sets of dice, but I keep that one separate because it's special and super old and I don't want the paint to chip off any more than it has. Because it's from the 70s.
That makes sense.
Yeah. It was my
I
dad.
think the only McKaylee gets dice because she thinks they're pretty and cool and needs them. I get dice to explain characters, I guess. I'm one of those people, so that's why I don't have as many, I guess.
Some of my dice I get for specific characters.
But also because you subscribe to a thing that sends you dice every month, McKaylee. That is...
I know. Well, that's Mia's fault. Our friend Mia was like, hey, here's a thing you should do. And I was like, oh, fuck you, right?
But listen, you already looked at it before. You've looked at it. Don't try to put this on Mia. You've looked at it before.
I actually haven't looked at subscription dice before.
Really?
Yeah.
I've seen lots of them, and I've not told you about them because I knew you would do it, and I just...
Oh, no.
I'm not in charge of your finances, but I didn't want to feed what you probably would eventually do later.
Yeah, true.
But,
I think we have rambled long enough.
Long enough?
Yeah.
Amazing.
But we will be here next week at 7
Yes,
p.m.
we will.
CST Tuesday night.
Or whatever time, wherever you are. Is.
Germany, super, super late at night. Yeah. Cool. Well, everybody Marshall, have a good night. There were 3 people on here a second ago, but I just looked down. Just Marshall, probably.
Amazing. We're
Um,
at a clean 3 hours.
yeah, we are at
Sick.
clean. So this is a perfect time to end. We'll see you next week, hopefully.
Yeah, feel free to say hi on our social medias because we'll respond.
Yes,
We're there.
we will. We will. Um, nice. Good night.